Hey, hello everybody. Welcome to the Make Rich Money channel. Today we are going to talk about recession. A lot of people are talking about it these days, and many are worried that they might fall victim to it. But what is recession? How does it happen? And most importantly, how can you protect yourself from it? Stay tuned and find out. I will advise you to watch until the end because we are going to give you some amazing tips on how to mitigate the impact of recession. Make sure to subscribe to this channel so we can regularly help you with new tips to grow your income. Now, let's get straight into the video. Number 1. What is recession? A recession is a period of economic decline. It is characterized by falling incomes, rising unemployment, and declining investments. Recession can be caused by a number of factors, including excessive debt, inflation, interest rate hikes, and natural disasters. While recessions are often painful for businesses and consumers alike, they are also an essential part of the economic cycle. The history of recessions is a long and complicated one, but it is important to understand in order to provide context for the current economic situation. The first recorded recession in America was in 1807, caused by a sharp increase in British demand for American goods. The second recession happened just a few years later in 1812 due to the outbreak of the War of 1812. The third recession occurred in 1819, caused by a contraction in the money supply. The fourth and fifth recessions were both caused by financial bubble bustings. The Panic of 1837 was caused by a collapse in the value of land, while the Panic of 1857 was sparked by a failure in the US banking system. A recent recession, of course, was the Great Recession of 2008, which was caused by a housing market crash, and now the post-pandemic recession. Given the history, it's no wonder that people are feeling anxious about the current state of the economy. But it's important to remember that economies have always been able to recover from recessions in the past, and there's no reason to believe that this time will be any different. Without recessions, economies would overheat and eventually collapse. As such, recessions should be viewed as an opportunity for businesses to restructure and consumers to focus on saving rather than spending. By understanding what recessions are and how they work, we can better weather them when they occur. While a recession can be painful for everyone involved, in the meantime, there are steps you can take to weather the economic downturn and come out ahead when the good times return. Number 2. How does recession affect people and businesses? The current pandemic has left the world economy in a recession. The recession has had a profound impact on both individuals and businesses, and it is important to understand how it has affected both in order to weather the storm. Individuals have been hit hard by the recession, with many losing their jobs or taking pay cuts. This has led to increased levels of debt and financial stress, as well as a reduction in consumer spending. Businesses have also suffered as they have had to lay off employees or close their doors altogether. The recession has also caused a decrease in business investment and a rise in the cost of goods and services. Here are some ways that you can protect yourself and your family during these uncertain times. First, take a close look at your budget and see where you can cut back. You may need to get creative, but there are often ways to save money that you haven't considered. For example, you might switch to a cheaper cell phone plan or trade in your car for a more fuel-efficient model. Every little bit helps, and every dollar you save can be put towards your savings or retirement account. Second, make sure you have an emergency fund that will cover 3 to 6 months of living expenses. This will help you make it through a period of unemployment or underemployment without having to rely on credit cards or loans. Begin by saving $50 per week and increase this amount as your budget allows. Finally, focus on building up your skill set. In today's economy, it's more important than ever to have a skill that is in demand. If you don't have one already, consider taking some courses or attending workshops to learn something new. Not only will this make you more marketable to potential employers, but it will also give you a sense of pride and accomplishment. The current recession is challenging, but by following these tips, you can protect yourself and your family from financial hardship. Number 3. What are the causes of recession? An economic recession is typified by a decrease in GDP over time. While there can be many different causes for this, some of the most common are decreased consumer spending, increased taxes, reduced government spending, job loss, simply a decrease in investors' confidence. When consumers spend less, businesses make less money and may eventually be forced to lay off workers or even close their doors. In some cases, an event such as a natural disaster can also cause a recession. There are many causes of recession, but one of the most important is the housing market. When home prices fall, people have less money to spend, and this can lead to a decrease in consumer confidence. Another cause of recession is high interest rates. When interest rates are high, it becomes more expensive for businesses to borrow money, and this can lead to a decrease in investment. Additionally, high levels of government debt can also lead to a recession. When government debt is high, it can crowd out private investment and lead to higher interest rates. Ultimately, all of these factors can contribute to a decrease in economic activity and lead to a recession. While a recession can have devastating effects on individuals and businesses, it is essential to remember that it is also a natural occurrence in the business cycle. Usually, economies will rebound after a time of contraction. Thanks for watching this video on how to survive a recession, financial education you need to know. In order to protect yourself and your family from financial hardship, it is important to understand what a recession is and how it can affect you. We've looked at some of these common causes of recession, as well as ways that you can protect yourself financially. Remember to save money each week, build up your skills, and focus on areas in which you have a competitive advantage. Finally, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and like this video so that you can stay up to date with future content. Thanks for watching.